Hey guys, Sean Johnson here with SeanJohnsonInc.com, coming to you live from my home office. And today I want to talk about habit number 10 from the top 10 habits of millionaires. Now, it's a lot of different, classes in society. You have the poor. Well, let me start. You have the very poor, the middle class, the rich, and the very, very wealthy, or the very, very rich. And each person thinks differently. So habit number 10 is millionaires think long term. And what I'm going to read to you now is a little snippet from the book, The Top 10 Habits of Millionaires. And it reads, society can be broken down into 5 groups of people: the very poor, the middle class, the rich, and the very rich. Each group of people thinks differently about money. Now that's very important. Each group thinks differently about money. Because if you ever run into a person that's poor or very, very poor, they're always talking about what they don't have. And you ever run into a person that's rich or very, very wealthy, they're always talking about ideas and things that they can do next to make the next income. So poor people think week to week. Middle class people think month to month. Rich people think year to year. And the very rich people think decade to decade. Let me read that again. The very rich people think decade to decade. That is profound. That's phenomenal. And so just go back to your mind and think about the thoughts you was thinking when you was poor, if you was ever poor, if you was in middle class. Maybe a lot of you may be in middle class now. If you was rich, everybody thinks totally different. But the profound thing is, rich people think decade to decade. They already looking at decades down the line while they're thinking now. I think that's very, very profound. Okay, let me continue. There are 3 primary goals that each can be found in the mindsets of these 5 social groups. And I'm going to end real shortly. The primary goal for very poor and the poor people is survival. They're looking to survive. How can they make it to the next hour? How can they make it to the next day? That's basically what they're looking for, survival. The primary goal for the middle class people is comfort. A lot of people want to be comfortable, and that's the middle class. They think as far as being comfortable and comfortability. What can they do to make sure everything is laid out correctly and they're living okay day to day? Comfort. And the primary goal for the rich and the very rich, and I'm going to end here, is freedom. Now, who doesn't want freedom? Freedom is freedom. I mean, that's being able to get up when you're finished sleeping. And a lot of you will catch that when I repeat it. That's being able to get up when you're finished sleeping, not when the alarm clock go off. So guys, that's habit number 10 from the top 10 habits of millionaires. I will come back to you in another video with habit number 9 from the top 10 habits of millionaires. This is Sean Johnson with Sean Johnson Inc. Have a great day. God bless. Take care.